Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy English. So in my today's video, we shall be looking at the poem written by well celebrated poet, that is William Wordsworth. His poem, The Solitary Reaper. It is quite interesting and easy poem, and it will help us to dwell more in nature, as it is more nature centric. But before starting with the poem, we shall be looking at the time or the era during which the poem was written. So it was the period of Romanticism, which is also known as the Romantic era. It was an artistic, literary, musical and intellectual movement that originated in Europe towards the end of the 18th century and in most areas was at its peak in the approximate period from 1800 to 1850. Some of the characteristics of this period are glorification of nature. So all the poems which comes under the umbrella term of Romanticism, they deal with nature and awe of nature. There is awareness and acceptance of emotions. There is strong sense, emotions and feelings. There is celebration of artistic creativity and imagination. There is emphasis on aesthetic beauty, themes of solitude, and focus on exoticism and history. So these are the 6 main points when it comes to Romanticism. There are more points to it also, but these are the main points which stand out. William Wordsworth was one of the founders of English Romanticism and one of the most central figures and important intellects. So this will be about the poet William Wordsworth. Wordsworth is best known for lyrical ballads co-written with Samuel Taylor Coleridge. So with this, we shall be starting with the poem The Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth. I shall be reading the poem first and then analyze it. The Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth. Behold her, single in the field, yon solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself. Stop here, or gently pass. Alone she cuts and binds the grain, and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to the weary bands of travellers in some shady haunt among Arabian sands. A voice so thrilling never was heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the fathers he brides. Will no one tell me what she sings? Perhaps the plaintive numbers flow for old, unhappy, far-off things and battles long ago. Or is it some more humble lay, familiar matter of today? Some natural sorrow, loss or pain that has been and may be again? Whatever the theme, the maiden sang, as if her song could have no ending. I saw her singing at her work and over the sickle bending. I listened, motionless and still, and as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore, long after it was heard no more. So in the first stanza, the poet says that one day while travelling, he sees a lass, that is a girl, far away on highland, a hilly area, who was all alone there. She was reaping the crops and singing songs by herself. The poet asks the passerby to stop there and listen to her, or gently pass, go away silently without disturbing her. The solitary reaper is cutting and binding the grains and also singing a melancholy strain, that is a sad song. The poet asks the passerby to listen to her, as the song is so melodious and sad that the whole deep valley is echoing with it. In the second stanza, the poet compares her singing to one of the famous singing birds, the nightingale and the cuckoo bird. The poet compares the reaper girl's song with sweet singing of nightingale bird. The melodious note of a nightingale sounds sweet and welcoming to a tired group of travelers in some shady shelter in the middle of the Arabian desert. But the song of the Highland girl is sweeter than that of the nightingale. He also compares her singing to the cuckoo bird. The cuckoo bird in springtime breaks the silence of the seas in the far-off Hebrides Islands. But, according to the poet, the song of the solitary reaper is more thrilling than that of the cuckoo bird. In the third stanza, the poet depicts his plight over not understanding the theme or language of the poem. The poet couldn't understand the local Scottish dialect in which the reaper was singing. He speculates that his song might be about some past sorrow, pain, or loss of old unhappy things or battles fought long ago. He further wonders if that is something about that has happened in the past or something that has reoccurred now. In the final stanza, the poet says that whatever may be the theme of the song sung by the maiden, she sang so sweetly and profoundly that the poet wished it would never end. He listened to her silently and without making any movement. However, when he started traveling up the hill, he could not hear her, and the music was inscribed in his heart. So to conclude, the speaker is awestruck by the sweet melody in her voice. He describes her voice as so thrilling and feels emotionally exhilarated and completely moved by the beauty and intensity of the song. He compares her voice with the beautiful cries of the nightingale in the Arabian sands and the cuckoo bird during the spring in the farthest islands of Hebrides. Although he is unable to understand the meaning of the words of the song, as the maiden sings the song in a language unknown to him, he tries to connect with her emotions and projects a few possible interpretations of the song in his mind. So with this, I come to the end of today's video and the poem The Solitary Reaper by Willaim Wordsworth. Hope you guys liked it and it was beneficial. Do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and do get notified each time I upload a new video. Do like and share the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.